Hi there. Last video we were talking about determining your self-worth and how to protect your personal values, and we will talk more about that in other videos, but today I want to talk to you about setting your goals and having goals and why goals are important. And it's okay if you don't know what you want, like for your career or something, your lifelong plan, but maybe like average adult changes their career choice 3 times in their lifetime or something like that. So changing your mind isn't a problem. You can readjust your plan, but it's very important to have a plan. And so when you're in high school, maybe your plan is to graduate high school and then go into a trade or go into a trade school or go to university. So while you're in high school, you have these shorter term goals, like maybe joining a sports team or joining a club, graduating high school, and then there's these other goals that go on past that. And so for me, I like to have the goals planned out so that the goal that I'm actually working on is just a step in another larger goal. So for example, for me, I was in community college when I decided I wanted to continue on for my master's at a university. And so the goal I was working on at the time was to transfer from my community college. But I had goals past that. What am I going to do past community college? I'm going to the university. What am I doing after the university? A specific career goal, etc. And so if you are working on, if the plan you are working on is not your destination, like if my plan was only to go to community college, I would just be in community college, and there would be lots of opportunities for distractions to come up because I am not looking toward a bigger plan. But if I'm looking toward a bigger plan, then when distractions come up, it doesn't mean anything. Like if there's a hang up in my paperwork or financial aid, it's not going to stop me from my moving forward on my goals because I have a bigger, longer range goal in mind. If my goal was just to go to community college and then someone comes and says, hey, you have a problem with your paperwork, I'm going to say, oh no, what am I going to do now? You know, but if you have a bigger, long range sight in your scope, what you want to do, then when someone comes to you and says, oh no, there's a problem with your paperwork, then you're going to say, how can we fix it? Because you're not stopping there. You're going on. Nothing can stop you at that point because you have a long range goal in mind. So it does 3 things. It keeps you focused and it helps keep distractions away. Maybe an extra class you don't need, you're not going to take it if it's not in the plan, right? These little things, a part-time job turning into a full-time job could be a distraction. But if you have a plan, then you will know that you're only going to allow yourself to work so many hours because you have certain goals in mind. So not only does it keep distractions away and it keeps you focused on what your goals are, it also helps you tough it out when things pop up, because you realize my goal was not to just go to this college. My goal is to graduate this college and go on to something else. So when a little hiccup comes up, it's not a showstopper. It's just like a little pebble that you're going to drive over in your car with it. So in high school, maybe you're 14 years old, you're just a freshman, you're just starting out in high school, so you need to think about what you're going to do after high school, what classes you're going to have in the next few years, what kind of activities you want to be involved with in the next few years, like athletic teams or certain clubs or yearbook or newsletter or something, band, cheerleading, and then you're going to decide what college you want to go to or what you want to do after high school. So you can start there by making the steps that you need to do to graduate high school. How many units do I have to have? What kind of grades do I have to have? What do I have to do if I want to be on a certain sports team? When are the tryouts? How can I prepare? Etc., etc. But you're always embedding that plan into a larger plan, and then a larger plan, and then a larger plan. So while you're in high school, yes, you are taking the steps to graduate, but you're also thinking longer range of, I know after I graduate, I'm going to this college, or I'm going to college, and you're still in the application process, so maybe you haven't decided, or you haven't been admitted yet to a specific college, but you know you're going to college. So even if you can't work out the details at the moment, have that next big step in mind. And I wanted to let you know that these distractions that pop up, distractions can be in your day-to-day life, okay? It can be a bad relationship with a parent, a bad relationship with a teacher. It could be some kind of economic hang-up, like not having the right clothes or food. Different situations that you can be in within your family could be a hang-up. A boyfriend could be a hang-up. So what I want you to do is you personally just get in a place and plan out what you'd like to do. You can talk to your parents if you have a good relationship with your parents or your school counselor. But what I want you to do is realize that these small distractions that might be there, like a bully at school or a teacher you don't get along with or something, are only distractions. And in the big picture, they're not going to matter. 20 years from now, it's not going to matter if you didn't get along with your math teacher. 20 years from now, it's not going to matter if there was some bully at high school. Everybody is just going to go right on into society, and there's like 6-7 billion people in the world. One person's opinion isn't going to matter. But what is going to matter are whether or not you've completed your goals, where you are on your plan, that your own personal self-worth, self-value, personal values. Those are the things that are going to matter. So try to make your plan, commit yourself to that plan, and do not allow these distractions. Sometimes distractions are happy distractions, like lots of fun events you can go to with your friends, still a distraction. And you just can determine what you want and make a plan for that. And you guys are young, and yes, you do have your entire lives ahead of you. Yes, you do. If you, don't go to college until you're 30 like me. It's possible. Life goes on. It's not the end of the world. But I'm telling you, to plan ahead is to have the advantage. And so I pray that all of you guys enjoyed the video, that you take the advice, that you start thinking about your goals and planning, that you make individual steps with a timeline. So a timeline sometimes is just determined by yourself. Like, I'd like to get up to 2 miles in PE within 90 days or something, or it's determined by an actual deadline. Like if you were applying for college, there are certain dates already in place for applications and stuff. That is going to be what is determining your timeline. But determine a timeline along with your goals. And like I said, if your goals change, it's okay. You can adjust your plan. It's not this set in stone thing. But you do want to have a plan, and not just a whim of an idea of what you want to do, but a bigger picture plan, steps to get there. And always remember, when you're working on your day-to-day life, you're ultimately working toward the goal that's farther, the next goal, the next goal, the next goal. Okay, I hope this was helpful to you, and we'll see you next time.